In this lesson, we're going to discuss your product and service description. So just to first define the two, a service is not a direct tangible product. This can be personal training services, life coaching, etc. And then a product, it's going to be a physical product or a digital product. This includes apparel, household goods, ebooks. So these two are a little bit different, but they're still essentially what you're providing a customer. Now, the description of a product or service can have a significant impact on whether someone decides to buy or not. A compelling and accurate product or service description can help persuade customers to make a purchase, while poorly written or misleading descriptions can discourage them from buying. Now, we're going to take a deep dive into exactly, what a product and service description are and how exactly it influences someone to buy your product. And I really go even further than this brief, topic, but I really talk more about this in my marketing class. So first and foremost, a product or service description should be clear and concise. It should describe the key features and benefits of the product or service in a way that's easy to understand. The description should be tailored to the target audience, which, we already talked about, but we're going to take a deeper dive into that a little bit later. But you should be using a language and terminology that resonates with them. So if you're targeting, college students, you might not want to use, legal jargon, right? They're not gonna understand what the heck you're trying to sell them. A clear, concise product description really helps the customers to understand what exactly you're buying or what exactly they're buying and how it will benefit them. What problem are you solving for them? A product or service description should be accurate and honest. It should not overstate the benefits or features of the product or service or make false claims. Misleading descriptions can have, they can damage the reputation of your brand. It can lead to dissatisfied customers. An accurate and honest description helps customers to make informed decisions about their purchase and build trust in the brand. Thirdly, a product or service description should be compelling and persuasive. It should highlight the unique selling points or your point of differentiation for the product or service and make a strong case for why the customer should buy it. Really let them know what problem you're solving for them. This can be achieved through the use of persuasive language, such as power words and emotional appeals. A compelling and persuasive description helps customers to see the value in the product or service and motivates them to make a purchase. Again, these are all marketing techniques. So a product or service description should be visually appealing as well. It should include high-quality images or videos that showcase the product or service and help customers to visualize it. The description should be formatted in a way that is easy to read, using bullet points, headings, subheadings. A visually appealing description helps customers to engage with the product or service, and it makes it more appealing to them. Now, there are apps that you can use to take pictures of a physical product at home, so it looks, like a professional photograph. And there's tons of them. You just have to check your app store. Now, a product or service, description should address any potential objections or concerns that a customer may have. This can be achieved by providing detailed information about the product or service, such as technical specifications or even other customer reviews. Addressing objections or concerns helps customers to feel more confident in their purchase decision and reduces the likelihood of returns or negative reviews. So, if your product is solving, if I'm selling t-shirts, and maybe someone's like, oh, I don't want a graphic t-shirt. I will put in my product description, do you think you don't need this shirt, ? Do you hate comfortability? They're marketing techniques, but if I'm selling a really comfortable graphic tee, then this is something I want to tell them while also addressing their objections. And in this case, the objection was, I don't need this. Now, the description of a product or service can have significant impacts on whether someone decides to buy or not, like we already said. A clear, accurate, compelling, visually appealing, and objection-addressing description can persuade customers to make the purchase, while a poorly written or no description at all can discourage them from buying. By incorporating all of these elements into your description, you can increase your chance of success and build long-term customer relationships. So if you hit all these markers in your description, this individual, your customer purchases your product and loves it, they're going to leave a good review, they're going to come back and buy more because you made them realize how much they love your product. So let's get into some of the things that you should include in a service description. So you want to start with a clear headline that describes the services that you're offering. Make sure it's attention-grabbing and succinct. Some people use catchy headlines, and if you look at Russell Brunson's book Expert Secrets, he actually gives you descriptions and different types of headlines to use. You're going to provide a brief overview of your service. This should include the key benefits and features of your service as well as unique selling points. I usually list these as bullet points, but feel free to format it however you want. Again, use bullet points to highlight key features and benefits of your service. Be specific and include any details that will help potential customers understand the value of your service. If you are a personal trainer and you are trying to get someone to hire you, you want to be different. You don't want to look like any other personal trainer, but you want to tell, your potential client why exactly you're different and might be better suited for them. In doing this, you can provide examples or case studies of how your service has helped other customers, and this will help potential customers understand how your service can benefit them. So if your past customers and clients are your target audience, by showing potential clients, hey, I've helped people like you, it validates your service. You want to include pricing information if appropriate. So if your packages aren't unique to the customer, include your prices, be transparent. Some people don't do this, and when you don't show your prices, it's good and bad, and it is a marketing technique, but it depends on your industry. Some people in some industries, if they can purchase it right then and there, they don't want to have to email you and figure out what the price is because it makes it look deceptive. You want to provide a call to action at the end of your service description, like buy now, get more information, learn more. This could be a button to sign up for your service, a number to call, or a link to your contact page. Tell your customer or potential customer what you want them to do. What is the call to action? If you want them to learn more and go to a separate page, do that. And we talk a little bit more about this path your potential customer will follow in the operations plan, but keep this in the back of your mind when you're writing your service description. You want to make sure you edit and proofread your service description. I am bad at this. Sometimes I get tunnel vision, and when I write my product and service description, I miss some things or autocorrect. So you want to make sure that you write it, don't publish it, come back to it maybe the next day or in a couple hours and proofread it. Next, let's talk about product description. So it's going to be similar, except, now that it's a physical product, you might need to include specifications. So you want to make sure you include the product name and brand. If it's your brand because you made it, go ahead and put your name on there. Key features, again, in specifications. Size, dimensions, and weight. This is really important. A lot of people want to know the dimensions of the product outside of packaging. Materials used in the product, function and intended use, benefits and disadvantages or advantages of the product, care instructions and maintenance requirements, availability and pricing information. And then you do want to include your target audience and market segment because, if you're making placemats, but these placemats are for kids, you want to make sure that folks know, hey, these are not, dining room placemats, even though they look pretty fancy, they're actually silicone for children. So, that's an actual example. So you want to make sure that you, again, are clear and concise.